desperate. Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it up. My city, my city. My city, my city. Where do you go when your heart's with a fever? Won't you scroll, but you won't leave her? Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city. She never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it
What's the story, AEW fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story. Well, we're going to talk about Fight for the Fallen, so
Yeah.
that is the topic tonight.
Tonight's topics are AEW Fight for the Fallen.
We discussed all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and then after every pay-per-view, as well as having prediction shows like we had yesterday. So, tonight, Shane, how you doing?
Fruity Loops. How's it going? You literally just said that. That's okay. So, did you watch the show? Or did you watch Evolve? That's what I want to know.
A thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up. That's good.
I'm assuming that means he watched the show.
I don't know. Might
Or
be.
maybe he's just thumbs up and just a thumbs up.
He didn't watch either. Well, okay. So that's cool. Then you're here to hear what happened. So, Export, what's up? Anyone felt like the show went too long? I kind of do. Just a little bit. I felt like there were a couple of matches that could have been cut down immensely. Saying hi. See. I felt there were like 2 or 3 matches that were just too long that I found myself sitting there going, can somebody just take the pin already? He's watching Evolve right now. Well, we're going to watch Evolve later sometime.
Yeah.
Not tonight because it's late. But, hey, Anthony, what's happening?
Yes, how
what's
you doing?
up?
I think it was probably too long.
I did too.
But I think it was probably too long because if you look at the matches, there's really no storyline set behind any of them.
It didn't feel like it was flying like the last 2 pay-per-views have. Probably because there wasn't a storyline behind it.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
I don't know. I just felt, like I said, I felt like there were a couple matches that just could have been cut in half, and I would have been fine with that because they were too long.
Yeah.
Like, too long. So, we start on the buy-in with Peter, the librarian, Peter Avalon, with Leva Bates, versus Sunny Kiss. I actually like this match a lot. People I trust said it wasn't great.
I didn't think it was bad. I thought the matches were good.
I did
for the
too.
most part. Like I said, the one thing I think it lacked was the fact that there's no storylines behind any of these matches.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of kills some of it.
Yeah.
And I, the announcers, I felt, I got a sense, because there's really no storyline behind any of these matches. Yeah, the announcers, but I felt that because there's no storyline behind any of these matches with the announcers, I felt that they really were into it.
Even JR,
Yeah.
who is like one of the best of the best, like I felt like he wasn't super enthused like he has been.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think it's tough to do when like there was nothing leading up to these matches.
No,
I mean, it just seems like they were, yeah, and it seems like they were kind of put out there, and I thought what they did at the end was cool.
Yeah.
But I think it's tough to do, really tough when you're not building up to the matches.
Yeah.
And creating storylines.
Yeah. I agree. So, buy-in. Pre-show. Export. You asked, how's the pre-show? I skipped it. I thought this pre-show was pretty good.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, him on commentary, he's... I just like JR and Excalibur.
I think if they just had JR and Excalibur, I think they'd be okay.
I think they're fine. Like, I don't think we need anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I felt, Shane. I felt it was kind of pieced together.
Yeah.
And I think if I was, I think any announcer would have had trouble, like, trying to seem enthused about what was what was happening tonight.
Yeah.
Again, just because of the lack of storylines.
3 people just did WWE copy.
Yeah, I don't think they need 3 people. Definitely don't need 3 people.
No. I think they're fine with just Excalibur and JR. So, the buy-in. First match we have is Librarian Peter Avalon with Leva Bates versus Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss got the crowd pumped up like nobody's business. He had Jaguar cheerleaders with him, and they did like a little dance thing at the beginning when he came out, and the crowd was like really into that, and they were like, of course, because it's Florida and stuff, and it's their cheerleaders, and it's kind of just to be expected, but he got the crowd pumped up a lot. I thought their match was decent. I really like Sunny Kiss in the ring.
Yeah,
I think he's pretty good.
Definitely.
His style is different, and he, I don't know, I like him. So, I'm very curious to see where he goes in AEW, to see if he gets to be a big star, or if he's just gonna be just kind of there.
Yeah.
Because I think he could be a big star.
Well, potentially. I mean, I think he's going to be one of your mid to
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. But, like, with his character, I think his character, it gets him across.
Yeah.
So the Librarian cuts a promo at first, but he gets cut off in the middle, because then Sunny Kiss comes out, and then they have their match. I think there were just a couple spots in this where it was kind of a little bit iffy. But overall, pretty good match. Sunny Kiss ends up getting the win. And, that's where we're left with that.
Yeah.
Then we have an interview between Dustin and Cody. And they are just talking about their match for later in the evening. Nothing super intricate. Wasn't a lot to it. Then we have a women's tag team match. And I did think this match was pretty good.
I thought it was solid.
So we have Britt Baker and Riho versus 2 newcomers to AEW, Shoko, Nakajima, and B. Priestley. So, I thought this was a really good match.
They kind of, right here at the beginning, they kind of highlighted the women.
They did.
So, it was a good match.
It was. Nakajima and B end up getting the win. And then afterwards, B and Britt go after one another. This is going to be a good feud.
But again, they're building the storyline, which I think, I think that
she really is, and I've never seen her in the ring before till today. I know, kill me later, Shane. But I was really impressed. Like, I thought she was really good.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. I'm excited for Britt and her to have a feud.
Well, and I think this is where, the one thing they did do, I thought, they started to build matches for the next pay-per-view. They did.
Versus Sadie Gibbs. I might have to check it out. So, I was excited. I was excited to see that kind of building, and I think it'll be really good. So, then we get into the main card, and we open the show with MJF, Shawn Spears, and Sammy Guevara versus Joey Janela, Darby Allin, and Jimmy Havoc. This is actually a pretty good match, I thought.
Yeah.
I like the story that they're building here. I don't quite know where they're going with it going forward, but they have built something off of this. So Spears ends up pinning Darby Allin to get the win. Now, my initial thoughts here, since he hit, Cody upside the head with the chair last time, I was kind of expecting them to do Cody versus Spears at All Out. Now, that could be changing, and they could possibly they could go a couple different ways with it if they wanted to. They could have Spears versus MJF, because those two don't mix super well together, as, it's been shown with the story recently. Or they could do Spears versus Darby Allin.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen is Spears versus Cody.
I think that makes the most sense. But there's a lot of extended matches that they could do based off of just what we saw tonight.
I agree. I mean...
So I'm not quite sure.
I think, the thing is Spears, if you saw his tweet.
Yeah, he did put up a tweet. He said, Dear Cody, I beat the one man that you... Or I pinned the one man that you couldn't.
Yeah.
Sincerely, something. What did he... I'll just look it up, because I'm going to say it wrong. Keep talking. Yeah,
I'm going to keep talking. Spears
no,
beat
MJF. They almost fought each other.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They were on the same team, so that was kind of bummer.
Well, it looked like, MJF, which is kind of odd.
Well, chairman. Yeah, chairman.
It was kind of odd how it kind of ended.
It was, because, he said, Dear Cody, I pinned the man you couldn't. Sincerely, your friendly neighborhood chairman.
Hello, Scott.
What is happening?
I'm going to give you a heads up. If you're looking for...
Now watching your review before I watch Fight for the Fallen.
If you're looking for something that's, great, you're going to be disappointed.
It wasn't the show. If you're looking for good wrestling...
If you're looking for good wrestling matches,
this was a good show. Most of it was good. But yeah, if you're looking for something super great storyline wise, not the show.
I think the one thing that I felt, and I said at the beginning, is there were really no storylines for these matches. Yeah. So I think that kind of killed some of it. The announcing wasn't great, and I think part of that was due to the fact that there was really no storyline behind.
By announcing, he means commentary.
Matches. So they couldn't talk about things leading up to this match.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of had to wing it.
Hey James, what's happening?
James?
Oh wait, no, sorry, he didn't put in Becky's #1 fan at the end. He's gonna put that in. I don't even know who is James.
How you doing, James?
I've never seen you around here before.
Good to see that you decided to join our chat.
Yeah. Honestly, Evolve is fire so far. We saw a little clip of the Adam Cole and Akira Tozawa match.
I saw them come out. I actually put it on my iPad for a minute and checked it out.
I don't know, man. I don't have a clue. I just don't.
Has
I just
AEW
don't
become
know.
oversaturated? Like I said, I think the big issue is
The issue with tonight's pay-per-view was they didn't build any stories.
yeah, there was no storylines built
And so
here.
it wasn't
think
as good as the last two shows have been because
No.
they didn't do that.
I think it's hard if you don't have a storyline going into a match, something behind your matches. Then it makes it tough for announcers. It makes it tough for everybody to really get into it.
Yeah. Commentary. Call them commentary. No, Moxley didn't.
No, Moxley did not show up.
I was kind of shocked about that. Because, like, it's another... I don't know. I think it would have made the pay-per-view better.
However,
Oh, somebody else...
Hangman Page has a nice black eye.
He does. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But he does. He has
And
a
he
shiner.
was cut, too. I'm not sure that he's probably...
So I
gonna get
guess
a
I won't
substitute.
waste my... Yeah, you just need to watch our recap show. That's really all you need to watch, because we'll go over it. Oh, I forgot. It's Becky's #1 fan. See, I told you.
Yeah.
Now
left
I
that
know
out,
who you
James.
are. I know who you are now.
Hello, James. We know exactly.
Hello.
who you are now.
I know exactly who you are. You didn't put that... Jeez.
All right, maybe you're not. Maybe you're really not Becky's #1 fan. Maybe that's starting to slip.
Scott, watch Evolve. Yeah, you might get more out of that
Yeah, you might get more out of Evolve
than this.
than
You
this.
just watch the recap show and,
Yeah.
and you'll get all you need out of it. So with this 6-man tag match, I didn't understand the purpose of Guevara or Jimmy Havoc being in this match. Like, stop. Scott, just stop. I didn't understand why Sammy or Jimmy was in this match. I guess just to make it a 6-man tag. It could have just been a tag match and it would have been fine. I mean, even Joey Janela makes no sense as to why he's in here because it's the whole big feud thing that's happening with everything surrounded by Cody, which is what they worked on
I'm
in this.
I'm guessing it's probably just get all
Probably.
the wrestlers there, the big stars.
Because we haven't seen Sammy since
That's
the
my
first
guess.
pay-per-view. But the whole big story was around MJF, Spears, and Allin. So, like, having those other 3 guys in there made no sense, but it was just to me, it really made no sense as to why Guevara was in there. I was like,
yeah.
I just don't get it.
Well,
But,
again,
I think
think
it
a lot
was
of
just
it was
to put
to
the
get 'em all
talent
out
out there. And I understand that. But, like, storyline-wise, looking at it with the way it was with the Cody situation, made no sense. But, whatever. So Spears, MJF, and Sammy get the win after Spears pins Darby Allin.
yes.
Good match for the most part.
Yeah.
Then we have Brandi versus Allie. James, I know you'll be excited because it's Allie. But Awesome Kong comes out at first, and before the match gets started, and she's in the corner of Brandi, and the whole crowd went nuts. And then we get the match started. It was kind of an iffy match. I've never seen Brandi wrestle before. But this is kind of not the best.
No.
It really wasn't very good compared to the first women's match. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that great
No,
either.
it definitely wasn't great.
There was a spot for the spear where Britt...
We got a natty bug flying around in here.
I almost got it. It's coming back.
It'll be back.
It's fine. There was a total, messed up spear spot where, the finish of the match, where Brandi was supposed to spear Allie, but she had, gotten poked in the eyes, or whatever, and so she was like, oh, but then, and then she, Brandi was gonna go for the spear, but then she, ran back towards the ropes and then ran at her again because she wasn't facing the right direction. And so it was totally obvious that was 100% screwed up. And then Brandi got the win. And then both women beat up on Allie. But then, after that, we get Aja Kong, who comes out to Allie's aid. So I think we're going to get the Battle of the Kongs.
Yes.
And I think this could be pretty great.
It might not be a bad match. It'll be slow moving. It'll be like turtles wrestling.
I think it'll be good. Just to have, the label, Kong versus Kong on it.
Yeah.
And it'll draw people in for that.
Yeah, I think so.
But, I don't think it'd be terrible.
I agree with you, Shane. It's like moves like Nia Jax. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Brawl for all. He's like taunting us now. He's like going around us.
Awesome Kong, Nia Jax. Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't very good.
No.
Either. So
it was okay.
Not the best representation of their women's division.
No.
So
definitely not.
Then we get. I might go as far as to say. Okay, no. This is not my favorite match of the evening, but it's in the top, 2.
That means it's second.
Because
it's in the top 2. It's not her favorite match of the evening, but it's in the top 2, so it was second.
My keyboard open Nia Jax. You wanted Kylie. Maybe she'll be there all out. Maybe. Probably. I would assume
guess.
she's been at 2 pay-per-views. So we get the Dark Order versus the best tag team in the world, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, versus Angelico and Jack Evans.
Yes.
Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy
are
the best tag team.
I love the little gimmick tonight with the
little guy. I can't think of what his name is. I didn't write it down. I can't think of what his name is. If anybody knows what his name is, put it in the chat, because I can't think of what his name is. I didn't write it down, but there was another guy that's tinier than the Usos. No, but this is the tag team wrestling at its finest. This is probably my favorite tag team in the world. I just love Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy together. They're such an unlikely duo, but I love it. It's like Daniel Bryan and Kane. That's
because Luchasaurus is like a tree and Jungle Boy jumps off of
I know, it's like I don't know what it is. I just love it. They are the most, their gimmick is awesome. Hands down, my favorite tag team of right now. They are over. They are so over.
Definitely.
Yoshi and Mario.
Yoshi and Mario.
That's accurate.
That's funny.
That's accurate, though.
It is.
I love them. And I was so upset when they didn't win the match. Because this match, whoever won, got to advance to All Out to face Best Friends for a spot in, the championship match for the titles. And so I was so upset when they didn't win. I was like, no. I don't like the Dark Order. I don't like it. Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
We'll check it out.
But the Dark Order, I was like, I don't know. The Dark Order, they have a good gimmick, but they're not Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
I think
Angelico and Jack Evans, I think they're really good in the ring because they're flippy stuff, but what is their gimmick? I don't get it. The row-looking dude is pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know. The Dark Order, I don't know.
I feel like they have to do something with them.
Well, I think it's a good gimmick.
I just don't know if it's on the right dudes.
I just think that the guy that's leading the gimmick is not, the right guy to be leading the gimmick.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I understand.
I think it's a cool, the whole idea is cool and everything, but you got this big guy that's kind of fat, and nothing against fat guys. It's just, if I'm thinking of a Dark Order, I want some big, strong guy that is lean and wants to go out and, tear somebody's head off. And...
Yeah. You haven't seen... Oh, no. I don't know. That, I've seen Charlotte do the Spanish Fly. And that's, freaking dangerous.
Yeah. I don't have anything against fat guys. I'm overweight, too. That's just that, if you're going to lead the Dark Order, you better be a dude that's, in shape and can, destroy people. I mean, I just look at that guy
He's
and I'm
bulldozer. He's gonna bulldoze up to somebody.
I don't know.
guess.
Or bowling ball somebody.
I don't know, man. I don't know what a reverse Spanish fly is. I've never seen a reverse one.
Yeah.
Like, how does that even work? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But I don't know. I kind of agree. I'm not super loving the Dark Order right now. I think Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy are better. Just saying. I think they should have won.
Evolve.
But it's impossible. Top rope. I don't know. How do you do one backwards? Like, because I've only ever seen them done forward, and they're, like, deadly looking. Like, if you don't do it right, like, somebody's gonna, like, snap their freaking neck. Cause...
Not expert, I seen it.
Because it's, like...
LSD.
It's pretty... It's an intense move. So I don't know how you do it backwards. So Dark Order gets the win, and they advance to All Out to fight Best Friends. I'm thoroughly expecting them to win.
Yeah, probably.
Unless they really put Best Friends over.
No, I think Dark Order's going to win.
I don't want them to be the first champs.
They'll have their minions come out and help out, and I don't know.
I don't want them to be the first champs.
No, I hope not.
Because I feel like that's just kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't have them as your first champs. So then we get to, I'm going to say this is my favorite match. What?
There are rumors going around that Becky is going to take an FI after her.
Oh, from Brock?
Her and Seth win.
Oh, I'd be okay with that. As long as they win, I'd be okay with Becky taking an F5. Now, what would be cooler than that is if she got up after she took the said F5 and was like, come on, Brock, hit me again. See what happens. Oh. To make this even better, they have to handcuff Seth to the bottom rope. So then he can't get it.
Is it?
I don't know.
They're talking about Evolve.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not any help.
Kip Sabian versus Adam Page.
I am going to say this was my favorite match of the show. I think this was my favorite match of the show. Kip Sabian versus Adam Page. They put on a heck of a match.
Definitely.
Like, this was nuts.
I love
the interaction with the fan.
Kip Sabian, okay? They're standing outside the ring. Some fan is, like, standing over Kip Sabian, like pointing at him, yelling at him.
He's like, you suck.
And Kip Sabian turns around and gives him a kiss.
It was the funniest thing.
And, like, the dude from the stands' face, like, totally changed, like...
He was like,
what
the heck? Like, I don't... It was so funny.
Now, I don't know if it was planned.
That guy was yelling at everybody.
But...
Like, if you watched in later matches, he was yelling at everybody.
But his reaction, if it wasn't planned, the dude's reaction was, like, priceless. Because he was like, whoa, what'd you just do?
How was B? She was good. I liked her stuff.
The guy that got kissed is in every NXT too. That's funny.
Interesting.
I'll have to watch for him now.
Yeah. Now that we know what he looks like.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny that he got, I mean, it was hilarious, I thought.
This match literally went down to the wire. There was like a 30-minute time limit or something like that. And this literally went down to like the minute.
Yes.
Because I was like, this match is going to end with no winner. Like, nobody's going to win. Because they kept going back and forth. And then, sorry, choking. Adam Page ends up getting the win. And I was like, wow, that was a good match.
Yes.
That was a really good match. That's why I said it was my favorite on the show. best match of the show, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a good match.
It was really good.
Export.
Interesting.
So then, after the match, Jericho comes out and attacks Paige.
Yeah, like he was masked, and I was like, Jericho. Jericho just makes sense.
You did.
I said Jericho.
Like immediately.
I was like, Jericho. It's got to be Jericho. Who else would it be? People were like, who is this? And I was like, Jericho. Idiots. Stupid people. It's Jericho. He attacked him.
No, by people, because it was only me and her watching the show, and I didn't go, who is that? I had a feeling who it was.
I knew it was Chris Jericho. I knew it was Chris Jericho. And, so, like, he got a shiner. Like, he got busted open.
Well, yeah, he did. Like, during the match, Paige's face, like, turned, like, bright red, like he, had been hit or something. So then after the match, after Jericho attacked him, he got cut above the eye and had a nice little shiner underneath the eye.
Yeah,
so
it'd be nice. We saw
he
that
got
later.
whacked at some point in time when Jericho was attacking him.
He did. He took it like a champ, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably gonna be the next, champion, because, that's how it works. You get, like, blood drawn and take a beating and you become champion. Like when you break your nose and you become champion.
Stop.
Oh, wait.
There was a report, so Colin is going to watch this later, but Colin and I were talking the other day, yesterday I think, and he was like, there's like a report that Sasha broke her nose, and he was like, and I was like, where'd you see this? Because I haven't seen this. And he was like, well, I don't know, it was like on a website, it was on a wrestling news site or something like that, and then I was like, oh, she really is trying to be Becky now.
Yeah.
It was funny. Kind of had to be there. It was funny.
Yeah, yes, you had to be there.
Be there on Twitter.
So then we have SCU versus Lucha Bros.
I felt like it took forever for this match to get started.
It did.
Like, I just didn't love this match. And
No.
I generally like Lucha Bros stuff. But, like, this was a match that I was just kind of like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I could have, it just took too long.
Yeah, it definitely took too long.
So Lucha Bros ended up getting the win. Was no shock to me at all. I figured SCU wasn't going to get the win. Lucha Bros then get out a ladder and they attack SCU after the match is over. And then they get on the said ladder and they yell at people in Spanish. And then they challenge the Young Bucks to a ladder match at All Out for the AAA tag titles.
Yes.
I have a feeling they're going to accept it. And quite honestly, I'm going to be okay with it.
Yeah,
Because I think it'll be a good match.
I agree. Sasha broke her nose last June. So a year ago.
Interesting.
Like last June or like last month.
See, I don't know. He said that he saw a report. Maybe it was a fake report. He was like, I don't know if it's true or not, but like, it's being reported she broke her nose, and I was like, interesting.
And the thing is, they're building storylines.
2018.
Got
so
you.
that was a year ago.
Got you, Shane.
Good to know.
They're building storylines,
Sorry.
so... Well, like when you say last June was just last month. So I was like, is he talking about last June or like...
last
Yeah,
June.
this past June.
All Out really is stacked.
I think All Out's going to be stacked, and they're
Moxley
creating storylines, so I think it's going to be cool.
They should treat their women like equals, in my humble opinion. Tonight wasn't really a good showing for their women's division. It really wasn't. Like Sorry, I'm thinking about pizza. We had pizza yesterday. It was delicious.
Yes, we had pizza yesterday.
But their women's division really wasn't shown super well tonight, unless you watched the pre-show, in which like the B and Britt stuff was good. But the Brandi and Allie match, it wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't good
at all. And it was a pretty poor representation of their women's division.
I agree.
Which is really sad because, like, for me, it's the first time I've ever watched Brandi wrestle. And so I was like, oh, cool. I'm excited for this. And I don't know if, I don't know if it was, like, Brandi's fault, but the definite ending was Allie's fault. She wasn't in the right spot at all.
Yeah.
So the way it ended, that was her fault.
Yep.
But, like, throughout the match, I don't know, it just wasn't great.
Yeah.
And so I don't really know. Maybe they just don't have good chemistry.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not a very good match pairing for them.
No, I don't think so.
So I
Heard good luck and good old put on classic. Priestley for the house show.
fun.
We'll have to. Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Fun.
See how it went.
So Omega versus Cima.
I thought it was a good match.
Entirely too long.
It took forever.
Bro.
Again,
I was sitting there and
Well-
like this match got started and I was like, okay, cool. I am all, it's Kenny Omega. I like Kenny Omega. He's cool. And this should be like a good match. And a lot of people on Twitter was like, oh my gosh, this is like the best match of the night. And I
match was
loved
good.
this. It took too freaking long.
Now,
That's what made me like hate it.
Okay.
Like it might have been
It was a good match. I thought it was a good match. Again, I think one of the issues, anybody that says it's bad, like you.
It was because it was too long. That's what made me not like it.
Well, okay, but I think part of the reason is there's no storyline here. If there was a storyline here and you kept having like, had the match go on forever and you're like, oh, you're on the edge of your seat, like who's gonna win? I think it would have.
I will be lying to you if I say I didn't fall asleep. Like, I just didn't like it. It's not like I didn't like the match, because, I mean, the match was good itself, but, like, it was just too long, and that's what made me not like it.
I think if there was a storyline here, I think it would have been good.
Yeah.
I think the match overall, the match itself, the wrestling was good.
The wrestling was good. The issue I had with it is that said wrestling took forever.
Don't listen to her, guys.
I don't know.
She doesn't know what she's talking
I
about.
just didn't like it very much.
I thought it was a good match. Omega got the win. Did you already say that?
No.
Omega got the win. Again, it's a good match, I thought.
James, pre-show tomorrow starts at 5 o'clock our time.
So
Which
5
is
o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern,
And the pay-per-view.
4 o'clock Mountain,
The
3
pay-per-view.
o'clock West,
The pay-per-view starts at 6
Pacific.
o'clock.
Sorry.
It's an hour-long pre-show, and we're probably only going to get one match in the last 20 minutes of the show.
Can I ruin one Evolve match, please?
Sure.
All right, Shane, go ahead.
It's not like we haven't seen stuff. I've been on Twitter.
She's been on Twitter, so she knows like a lot of it.
I know a lot of stuff, but, it's fine. Oh, are you going to say Johnny Gargano? Because if you're talking about, like, the end and stuff, maybe I just ruined that for him.
She just ruined it for everybody else that didn't want to know about it.
Because I saw something about Johnny Gargano. But I don't know. Nope. See?
See?
Well, there you go. I ruined things for everybody.
Now there's going to be 2 things that are ruined for everybody. Because Shane's going to share, and
I
Maven
said Johnny Gargano.
talked about Johnny Gargano at the end.
Well, I didn't see what happened. I just know that he was there.
Yeah,
He just made a special appearance at the end.
yeah.
Which I wasn't shocked.
Nah, I mean, yeah. So then we have Jericho comes out and's on the mic talking.
I thought this was good.
And basically,
Yells at everybody.
yeah, pretty much.
He's like, I never got my apology.
Yeah,
And y'all suck.
yeah.
And I'm going to be Adam Page. It's just the way it is.
And Adam Page comes out and attacks him.
And then
And then everybody
Roster comes out and has to
37
pull 'em
people
apart.
from the back come out and pull them apart, and they keep going at each other, and Jericho ends up being pushed back to the back, and so that's kind of how that ended.
I thought Jericho was busted open, but his face just got really red.
Yeah, he was like really red, like he was
Like he
angry
was
or
a
something.
tomato.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Page should be the champ.
I think he should be the first champ. Because I feel
agree.
like putting
I
it
think he should
on
be.
Jericho.
Cool.
That's fun. Shooting Star Press. I like those.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it.
Tony Storm like 2 of my tweets. Her and Becky.
Hey James, if I like one of your tweets, will you get excited and like come tell everybody?
So then we have the main event.
She liked your tweets, and then she found out that you liked Becky, that you're Becky's #1 fan, and I was like, no, I want to take those back. So then we have the Rhodes brothers versus the Young Bucks.
I think this is a good match.
Yeah, definitely. Solid. Definitely a good match. I thought they may end it with Cody turning on Dustin, but with what they did at the end, it kind of makes
Becky
it.
loves Fruit Loops.
Apparently, so does Tony Storm.
Apparently. Continue talking.
So Young Bucks end up getting the win.
Mm-hmm.
It was again a good match. Young Bucks then afterwards talk about basically they said that Cody and Dustin were
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Cody and
continue.
Dustin were the two best, and they say they were the best tag team they faced.
Yeah, the best tag team that they faced in forever.
Yeah, because they talked about him. They said we never saw you on the other organization or something like that. And
yeah, they said we'd heard a lot about you, but we'd never actually watched you on
the
other programming.
Yeah.
And then they got like a big laugh out of the crowd. And shut up, Shane.
So then they were in the process of doing their little promo, and then they got cut off.
And I was like,
they were like,
music started.
Must be the end of the show. Because I thought when the music started, I thought someone was coming from the back to like interrupt them.
So did I.
And it turns out that Kenny Omega, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Brandi,
Young Bucks, Cody
the Young
and
Bucks
Dustin.
were already out there. Cody and Dustin were already out there. The Khan guy that owns AEW was out there. And they basically, and then someone representing the city of Jacksonville, they ended up giving $150,000 to victims of gun violence in Jacksonville, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. They did,
So
they did
that's
that at
how
the
the
end.
night ended.
Yeah. Overall not a terrible show, but
No.
not the best show in the world.
If you want to watch good wrestling,
Yeah, it is awesome. It was,
yeah,
it
it
was
was
awesome
awesome.
that they did that.
it was cool. I think Kenny Omega, because Cody Rhodes said where all the money came from. I don't remember. I know Kenny Omega donated $10,000. $110,000 came from
Alex Jabali.
Yeah.
Jabali, you know who.
$110,000 came from AEW, and then $30,000 came from some other people that were like they mentioned them, but I don't
Maybe
remember.
like ticket sales or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was.
Don't forget the big reveal.
What big reveal? Are we
What's the
talking
big-
about Monday?
What's the big reveal?
Are we talking
James?
about Monday, James?
Are we talking about good old Canadian boy right there? Eh? What are we talking about, James? What's the big reveal?
Nothing will beat the G1. That's what I've heard. I've never seen anything from New Japan. We've never watched it.
No.
We just don't know where to
A lot of it
watch
is
it at.
time.
And we don't know where to watch it at.
Time for us is
And
like,
we don't know where to watch it at.
well,
So,
that too. I mean, that's
but time is a big deal too.
yeah.
So, yeah. Haven't watched a lot of that. So, real quick,
Watch OTT.
okay. Don't know what that stands for, but okay.
Why don't you tell him you don't know what that stands for?
I just said, I don't know what that stands for, but okay.
I thought you were going to say Lacey on the cover of 2K20. My
Shut
bad.
up, bro. Would you stop that already? I'm going to tape a picture of Lacey to your face. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hot glue it to your face, and that's going to hurt a lot worse.
Then I'll say
I'm going to super glue it to your
I'll
face.
say I'm going to get rid of you.
Oh, over the top wrestling. Got it. So, real quick.
Where's over the top wrestling on?
I don't know.
I figured I'd ask. I figured you know more about it than I do because
I don't.
You like
I follow everything. The back cover, like Becky on the front, Lacey on the back.
or Becky like never. Yes, we did the prediction.
WatchWrestling.in.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about this. Okay,
We'll write that
Export and Shane. While you guys are in here, here's a piece of paper. While you guys are in here, Export and Shane, you guys can leave your predictions for Extreme Rules. Okay, does that work for you guys? I have the stuff right here, and we can get the matches and everything. I have them and stuff. And then we'll just get your predictions. Does that sound cool? I hope it sounds cool. Because
Watch it, peasants.
Because that's what we're going to do. Shane wins everything. Shane, you're new around here. I win everything. So, since you guys seem to be cool with this, the first match that we have for predictions is Nice versus Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship. But it's
Used to.
Shane used to win everything. James, you did this yesterday too.
James.
Lashley to Braun. Okay, you're going back to Braun. Is this your final answer? Nice.
Shane says Nice.
Okay. Hope it's your final answer. Because, jeez, James, you just don't. It's really hard to type this on an iPad.
Do you want me to do it?
Sure, because I have nails and I can't really
I can do it.
type it very well. Nice. He said Nice.
Okay.
Drew is what Export said. Gulak. Ouch. Gulak. All right.
Usos versus the Revival.
For the Raw Tag Team Championships. We said the Usos. Because I think they're taking the titles off of Revival. I think it just makes sense. It really just makes sense.
I will tell you, out of everybody that picked, we were kind of split. 4 picked Usos, 3 picked the Revival.
Mm-hmm. Usos. Shane is picking the Usos. Good choice, my dude. Good choice. I think it just makes sense. Like, I feel like you can't have the Revival as Raw Tag Team champions anymore. You know what I mean? As heel champs. Ooh, that could be fun. I think that could be fun.
That'd be interesting.
It really could be.
That's why it ends.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Export's really thinking.
Yeah.
He's pulling an Anthony.
Yeah.
Because Anthony, that's what we're doing.
Anthony might change his answer soon.
Anthony changed.
Change my mind.
Anthony changed his answer.
No, there.
James!
I thought you were saying Usos were going to go heel.
It's a good thing. Oh, got it. No, sorry. I think a heel run for the Usos could be fine, too. But, you know, whatever.
James.
James, are you going to change all your predictions?
Should I just go through and make changes, like, pick the opposite of what you actually picked, James?
Oh, we know which one he's not changing.
Yeah, I know. I think we'll just converse them.
Revival.
So you're going with
Revival?
the Revival?
Sounds good.
All right.
James.
The New Day.
Versus Brian and Rowan. James, I am done. Okay.
Versus
we'll
Brian
see about
and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery.
For the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I don't think there's a chance Heavy Machinery wins this match. As great as it would be to see them as champs, my philosophy here was that if he's going with Heavy Machinery. If New Day wins, that means Kofi's going to retain his title later in the evening, and they're all going to be champs at the same time. And if New Day doesn't win, well, then Kofi's probably losing his championship. Now, I kind of screwed myself over here because I said New Day wins the belts, but then I also said Kofi loses his belt. And so
Brian and Rowan. All right.
I think ultimately Brian and Rowan are losing their titles.
I agree.
Because I just don't see them being champs anymore.
They're going to put Brian back
in singles. I think he needs to go back to singles.
Aleister Black versus Cesaro.
Pretty much everybody said Aleister Black.
Except for me.
Because you said disqualification. No, actually.
I said double disqualification.
Did James say that too?
What? No.
Oh, he did at one point, and then he changed it back.
Yeah, James changes his answer every time.
Got it.
I'm surprised he didn't change his choice in the last match.
Yeah, no, I think it was pretty self-explanatory. Everybody said Aleister because it just makes sense. It's his first match back, and, like, an easy black mask. Like, it should be pretty easy. Aleister Black is going to win, right?
Braun versus Lashley.
We were kind of split here too.
1, 2, 3, 4 picked Braun and 3 picked Lashley.
I think Lashley needs to get the win over Braun at least once because he's lost to Braun so many times at this point. Like, I don't know. I think Lashley makes sense. Oh, but now I'm second guessing myself.
Yes, good job. You're gonna pull a James. Braun. I heard Baron is getting.
Baron. I heard Baron is getting a push. It says Braun. You
Sorry,
fool.
my bad. I looked up real quick. Braun. Okay, Ricochet versus AJ.
I said AJ wins the title. As much as I hate that, I think AJ's gonna win it. All right. I think I'm gonna change. Okay, I think I'm gonna change my answer from Lashley to Braun.
This is what happens to Becky fans. They have no clue who they want to win.
Shut up. Export says Ricochet. I would love for Ricochet. I hope Ricochet stays champ. But I just have that feeling that they're going to put the title on AJ. And so I have to go with my gut feeling. I have to go with my gut feeling because I have a championship on the line. So
I'm assuming that
both of you are going with
both
Ricochet.
are going with Ricochet.
Seems to me that that's...
I
want Ricochet to retain. I just have a feeling AJ's going to win it.
Bayley.
So, wait. Did you change mine?
No.
Okay, I want to go with Braun now.
Okay, James.
Okay.
Becky
I'm switching
fans.
my answer from Lashley. Yeah, he said Ricochet. I'm switching my answer from Lashley
to Braun.
And then when I'm wrong again, I will just be kicking myself because I didn't stick with my first answer.
Alexa and Nikki versus Bayley.
I think this is a solid Alexa and Nikki. Like, that just makes the most sense. I don't see Bayley retaining because they have the double championship. AJ double crossed by Good Brothers.
Now, that's one of the thoughts I had was AJ gets double crossed and Ricochet becomes kind of
Some people said
one
that
is in charge.
Finn helps. I'll talk about me. I changed 1, James. 1. You changed
James.
50, okay?
James.
Not just today. In our last stream from yesterday, you changed your answer roughly 50 times.
It's Becky fans. They do that.
Another theory that was thrown around was that Finn gets involved in the AJ match, and he is why AJ wins the title. Was because he's gonna help them, and they're gonna like reform the Bullet Club completely. Shane, you're saying Bayley. I'm kind of shocked. I think you'd go with the smart choice, which would be AJ. Alexa.
We're going to take AJ in the Alexa and Nikki versus Bayley match.
It's late. I'm tired. I'm sorry. No, I thought you would go with the smart choice of Alexa and Nikki because I think that just makes the most sense going forward here. I read. Whatever. I read too. Okay. I read a lot. A lot of information that I don't need.
Tweets.
Yeah, I do. But I read wrestling news sites.
Oh, yeah. That too.
I get those from the said tweets.
Yes, I know.
So, you know,
Bayley.
they're both going with Bayley. Geez. See, when you guys are wrong and Alexa and Nikki win the title and then they feud at SummerSlam, boy, y'all will be kicking yourselves.
Shane and Drew versus...
Thank you. That means us Becky fans are greatness.
versus The Undertaker and the big dog.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Nikki is crossing Alexa. I mean, I could see it happening.
I don't think so.
But
I think they win the title.
I think they're going to
and
win
then
the title,
they
and then
wrestle at
Nikki defends
SummerSlam.
it, and Alexa doesn't, and then Nikki's like, seriously? Like, we're supposed to be co-champions, and I don't think I'm supposed to be the only one defending it, and so this is not cool. So then they're going to fight over the championship themselves, and then Nikki's going to ultimately win it.
I agree.
Down to, like, the winning.
Yeah.
Like Nikki winning.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can see it happen.
It was my idea.
Yeah.
So, actually, it wasn't my idea. We talked about it yesterday. So I don't really know whose idea it was, but we talked about it yesterday.
Sasha versus Bayley SummerSlam.
I think they're gonna go for the tag titles to beef up the tag division.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they will get back together.
Because
Undertaker and Reigns. All right, so
I deemed that Taker's yard.
yeah, I saw that.
And then, because I couldn't fit Undertaker and Roman on there. Oh, I'm picking Graveyard Dogs. God, what a terrible name. That's why Taker's yard is better. So, they made a t-shirt for them.
Kofi versus Joe.
I was like, what the heck, guys?
That's because
Why did you make them a t-shirt?
Because people will buy it and they'll make money off of it.
Yeah, but it's like they're only going to team together once. So why did you make them like a whole... Like, why'd you make them t-shirts?
Why did they make the Man's Man t-shirts?
Because Becky and Seth are dating, and they're like... That's what they're doing.
Joe for
The
Shane.
Man's Man. We don't question that, okay? We don't question that ever. Joe, good choice. Because I think Kofi's going to lose the championship. I kind of hoping that it's tonight. Tonight.
Tomorrow.
No, it is tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
It is tonight. Sorry. It is
Who's
tonight.
picking Corey Graves? I think Kofi's going to lose the title. Now, like I said, whether it's tonight or if it is tomorrow or if it is SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it's tonight.
Yeah. As Joanne Kofi pull Joe's biggest. So
Joe's
Kofi.
biggest weakness, roll-ups. Oh boy, we've seen those before.
So then we have you want to
Brawlins.
You want to do it? Go ahead. Yeah, okay.
Brawlins versus Shake and Bake. I love that. Thank you, Shane. Thank you. If they're going away from PG, Kofi needs to drop the belt. Not necessarily just because of that reason. I just think that his championship reign is becoming kind of stale. And, like, his moment is kind of just dwindling down to nothing. Shake and Bake. I knew you were going to say that. Export, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't even give your final answer. That's not your final answer. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Imagine if Corbin.
New Day is for the children. I mean, it is. It totally is. But
Not if WWE's going to go away from the PG thing.
not if Kofi's going to be flipping people off.
Yeah.
Not necessarily anymore.
Export knows.
No, he really doesn't. But
I've imagined it, Export.
I haven't. Imagine if it happens. Oh, a world of hurt for somebody.
Yes, Becky.
No.
Seth and Becky and Britt.
Oh, well, that gets us to our last question.
All right, so that answers our next question.
Which
We
is,
had one
does
question.
Bray show up at Extreme Rules?
All you have to do is answer yes or no.
Or no. And that'll give you an extra point whether you get it right. No, they're not Seki. They're Brawlins. Brawlins, not Seki. The name Seki? No. Just no.
So Shane says yes. All right.
Okay, where do you think he's going to show up, Shane?
That is it. And we don't mean that his puppets show up.
How
I mean,
dare
he shows up.
you go
He
against
is physically
Becky
there.
Export. Yeah, if it's physically there. Where do you think he's going to show up, Shane?
Slinch. I like Slinch.
I don't like that. That's weird. Stop coming up with weird names. Brawlins is an actual name that was like actually made, and that like they actually call them Seki.
I know
Something
you against
stupid.
Becky Export. Export didn't go against Becky.
Yes.
He just said Bray attacks.
No. He did it first.
Huh?
He said, "Imagine if Corbin and Lacey."
He
won."
said imagine, but then he said,
Then ultimately,
Seth
he
and
said
Becky
Seth
win
and
and
Becky.
Bray attacks.
Will you lose points?
Yes,
if
you will
Bray
lose.
doesn't? You won't get
you won't
8
earn the
points.
point.
So
You won't lose points.
Daniel Bryan match. He thinks he'll show up during the Daniel Bryan match.
Could.
That could be fun. I always forget that they still have Eric Rowan there, and they have Luke Harper in the background that they're not using right now. I'd like to think that they're going to do something with him, except extend his contract out for months at a time.
Probably just going to extend his contract out. That way he
Have
has
him
to just
do
sit
nothing.
there. Yeah.
But I mean, there's always that possibility, and I think that would be interesting
Yeah.
to have Rowan and Bryan.
Yep.
And Harper. The OG fam is back together. Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
They could always throw Braun into the mix, but I think Braun needs to stay away from that. But they could. Because Braun was brought in as a part of the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
I feel like that was so long ago. Like, thinking about it, like, that's when Braun debuted, was a part of the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
And, like, the Black Sheep. And, I don't know, it feels like it was such a long time ago.
We will do that, James.
So, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, do you know what today is, guys?
Today is Sunday.
Well, no, today, actually, yesterday, Saturday, it was 4 years since Sasha Bailey. Stop. It was no, not Bailey. Let me stop it. You're throwing me off, guys. Stop talking for a second. Oh, heads up, Simone Werewolf. Yesterday was 4 years since Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte had made their main roster debut. Like, how crazy is that? And, like, look at what they've accomplished.
Yes.
Only one of them is champion right now.
Yeah.
This is not including Bailey, because Bailey wasn't moved up the same time they were.
Yeah.
Kind of sad, but
Yep.
I thought it was crazy, and I saw a whole bunch of videos.
We will
today.
watch for that, Shane.
Saw a whole bunch of videos today, and I was kind of like, it felt like so long ago.
So they're going to go in NXT first? Or are they going to actually be on the main roster?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Good question.
The $54,000 question. NXT or the main roster?
So, everybody, make sure you come back NXT. Make sure everybody comes back tomorrow after Extreme Rules to see our recap and our reactions. And if Lacey and Corbin win, there might be some screaming.
She might not be here tomorrow if Lacey and Corbin win.
But
She'll be crying somewhere.
I'll probably be crying in my bedroom into my pillow,
Yes.
getting makeup all over it, and it would be horrible.
Yes.
So, Lacey and Corbin.
I will film it so everybody gets to see it.
No, you will not.
And I will put it up during the show. Everybody will get to see it.
My
So-
reaction during the whole match. Jeez, that'd be dumb.
I hope that Cesaro goes 20 minutes. Should be a good match, I think.
Please don't say that. Yeah, see? I don't want it to happen, James. Do you think I want it to happen?
We don't want it to happen, James, but it's going to. We are sorry. Sorry to break the news
I'm not
to
sorry
you.
for anything.
And just because of that, that one win by Lacey, she's going to be on the cover of
Well, okay, my question is...
2K20.
No, she won't. My question is, real quick, like, if Becky's going to lose the title, then why would they announce her being on the cover of 2K20 the day after?
Just saying.
Why would they do that?
She might win it back tomorrow. And then they're going to announce it.
Whatever.
All right.
I doubt
With
that highly, so more fuel to my fire as to why they're going to retain. And then, you know what? I kind of hope that Becky does get F5'd. Because then, you know what? Then I will not have had to worry about them losing their titles if that's what they're going to do. So I hope your information, James, is correct.
Yes.
Because if it's not,
With that, we're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow.
I might have to sue you.
We will be here after the pay-per-view tomorrow.
Watch Evolve.
We are going to
We
watch
will.
Evolve.
We will.
Definitely.
Promise you that. We will check it out.
Yes. With that, we're out of here. Peace out. We'll see you guys
See everybody tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Apparently, there's no music with my outro.
Got our own homemade music. Big finish.
Technology's great.
Anyway.
See you later, guys.